Hello, and I am Carmen. We just finished our experience Vortex Manifestation workshop, which was amazing, and we are all buzzing with that energy. And I just wanted to come out just to celebrate each one of you. First of all, thank you so much, everybody who decided to join me on the Streamyard, because I know not everybody was able to join me, and I appreciate you. I love you so much. And I just want to hear from each one of you, because I know it was a lot of information today. And when we come together in this space, there is a lot of transformation that happens at the same time. And I'll start from Laura because I see her on my screen. Laura.
Hello.
Hi, it's great to see you. It's been a while. Can you
I
just
know.
share a little bit? You know what I'm interested in, because we worked together a couple of years ago, and I just wanted to see how does this information land at right now? Because remember, we are moving from one level of awareness to the next one. Sometimes we can hear the same information, but it sinks deeper. So I just wanted to know, how was your experience today?
You're right. I was looking back at some notes. It was in November of 2023, and I
Mm-hmm.
was just starting my cancer journey. And we
Mm-hmm.
walked through everything together. So I was going through a lot of obviously things then. Um, and so tonight, being able to hop back on and be able to hear maybe some of the things that I haven't been doing that we talked about, because sometimes you do have to hear it a couple of times. My husband
Mm-hmm.
my husband's like, "What was this all about? What are you doing?" And I'm like, "It's Irina, it's manifestation." And then
Mm-hmm.
he just walked out and said, "Wow, I can see you smiling."
Oh, that's
So
beautiful.
yeah, so we've had a lot of stuff even since then, just things. And
Mm-hmm.
I always, whenever I'm with you, I always learn how to um, put my dreams in the forefront again. So
I
that was
love
what
that.
I got today, is not let the things that were happening today, but keep looking. I love the exercise of walking around in circles, like for the 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Got a little
Going through
dizzy,
the
I'll
time
admit.
machine, right? Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I just kind of went out, but I got a little dizzy.
Mm-hmm.
Did my Wi-Fi just go out?
No, no, no. We can
Okay,
hear you.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a little dizzy, but that was a great exercise of really seeing what, and then being animated and reading it like I was reading it to you, like to everyone.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So yeah, like I was in it. I was like really in it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to tell you what's been going on and where we're going and what we're doing. And so it was exact. I told Bob, my husband, it's exactly what I needed today. So thank you.
I love it, and I love it. And like the universe always brings the right people together. And thanks so much for sharing this beautiful experience. And that's exactly how the energy travels, because a lot of times it feels like we are doing silly things, because until you actually get used to it, right? Like, how do we speak into existence? Because remember, if we know that our words are energy, our thoughts are energy, everything in this world is made out of energy. Once we connect with that, we realize we are not just talking, we are actually bringing something into our life. And today we had like great exercises together to just tap to that side of us, to connect to what is something that we are bringing into our existence. Because remember, everything what's in our mind sooner or later comes to our reality. So we want to make sure that we are manifesting something consciously. Yes, thank you so much, Laura. And it's such a pleasure to see you. And I always love to see you with us. So continue manifesting great things. I'm always here for you and always rooting for you. Awesome. Thanks so much, Miss Maya.
So today was pretty amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I got confirmation on a lot of things have been happening lately, and it's been like, okay, you see, here's confirmation, but I don't know if you said or it was one of the videos, it was something about the whispers in her ears.
Yes.
And listen to this because
The
I had
dream.
just
The dream is the whispers.
so I just
Mm-hmm.
posted this on social media today. Our deepest wishes are whispers of our authentic self. We must learn to respect them. We must learn to listen.
This
And
is
it's
such a
again,
synchronicity, right?
absolutely. And it's a reminder that we can listen to our dreams or we can listen to our limiting beliefs. We can listen to our deepest desires or we can listen to our fears. We can listen to our, these magical God moments, or we can listen to our doubts. So that was pretty powerful, and I really loved doing the exercises. I could have written for another 10 minutes when you were like, "Come back." I'm like, "No." So
Uh-huh.
it was quite lovely.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And thanks so much for bringing your energy because it was beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Visma. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, Jillian, that was your first experience with me on
It
any
was.
kind of workshop. How was it?
That was good. A lot of what you covered, like the two previous ladies stated, it was the confirmation, and I've been hearing it. And one of my words for this year is intentional. And what I've discovered is I need to be more intentional with my morning routine.
Mm-hmm.
To be able to focus, because what I focus on basically appears. So if I can focus and shift that instead of focusing on the how,
Mm-hmm.
then it helps to reprogram the negative self-talk or the things we tell ourselves that we subconsciously don't really think that we're telling ourselves, but you're focusing
Mm-hmm.
on that piece versus the positive aspect of it. So a lot
Mm-hmm.
of what you went through hit because it's like, all right, how many times you have to get hit over the head for it to resonate?
Mm-hmm.
And so
Totally.
I've been hearing it all year long. So it's like, okay, I really need to hone in on get clarity on this. So
Awesome. Thanks so much
amazing.
for sharing. And thanks for being with us.
Yes.
Awesome.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you. Gurjit, how was your experience?
So my screen seems to have frozen, but I just loved the getting into the feeling part because
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that I think of things and then even when I'm thinking, I get distracted. But when I
Mm-hmm.
think and use the feeling words, that's what made the difference. And I had a
Mm-hmm.
question on that. I know we did this and we felt really good, but is it a one-time thing? Like, do you just or do you think it's better we do it every day or any specifics on
Every day. Remember, as I mentioned, how we work with our vision. We do not just write it and put it aside, right? So basically, it becomes our ritual. We go back to that. We read it. We act like it. We bring it on and on every day, right? Because the secret sauce is to stay as long as you can on that frequency where everything already happened for you. So the more, and you can experience it through your mind, right? When you're bringing the pictures of your future, what exactly you are doing, and with your feelings. What are the feelings? What are you feeling in that moment? Do you feel excited? Do you feel joyful? Do you feel peaceful? Right? The more you connect these parts on a daily basis, the more you're staying longer on these frequencies. And the longer you stay on this frequency, that's when you start attracting the opportunities to yourself. Make sense?
yes, so every night would be good or more than that?
Absolutely. Yes. Every night would be perfect. Any time of the day you choose, whether in the morning, whether at the daytime, you can even wash the dishes and step into that future self and ask yourself, how does how does the future self think right now? What is that future self thinking right now, right? How is the future self is feeling right now? Because again, the more we are tapping on that frequency, the longer we allow ourselves to stay on that frequency, the more we are creating from that frequency, and we are drawing more opportunities, more people into our space who are taking us next with our vision. Yes, makes sense?
Yeah, thank you for that so much. But I really struggle because every little thing that happens, I'm so sensitive. Every little thing that happens, I feel it, and that drags my vibrations down. And so I totally forget
Mm.
about my vision and totally forget everything, and I just spiral down. So that's something I'm struggling with.
Thanks so much for sharing. Yeah, because you are very empathetic. So it's good for you just to release everything, like any emotions that are not yours, right? And each time, whether you are sitting in meditation or you're just doing something what raises your frequency, it could be just, like reading the joke or connecting with somebody who makes you laugh, being around children, right? Stepping into the nature, whatever it is to raise your frequency. And from that thought, you can actually connect with what you are creating at that moment. Make
Yes,
sense?
yes, that is very helpful. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Yeah. And thank you so much for being with us. Great. Maria, I don't know if you can talk. Can you talk? Because we don't see you on the camera. All right. I don't know if Maria is here, but Terry, share with us your experience.
It was great. It was great. I just love the part of like, um, it can come into existence, like
Totally.
from nothing,
From nothing.
from nothing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we are all having the thoughts, right? But a lot of times we have the thoughts of worries, thoughts of doubts, thoughts of fear, right? And the more we entertain these thoughts, they are going to come to the existence one way or another, right? Understand, some things take a little bit longer, some things happen to manifestation faster. But the more we understand that our thoughts becoming our things, the more we understand that, the more conscious we are when we are thinking any thoughts, right? Because these thoughts, a lot of times we are just, like saying some things about ourselves, but this is not true. It's just our thoughts. But if we start giving more attention to these negative thoughts, sooner or later we are going to see the evidence, right, in our physical reality. So it's very good to always ask ourselves, is this the reality that I want to experience? And if the answer is no, then I want to connect to another thought. I want to connect to the thought that is life giving, to the thought that actually shows me how I can step into the power and connect with my vision and what I'm creating, right? Because again, it's all energy. Our thoughts are energy. And there is always something shaping up on the energetic level. And when we are calling something in, when we are manifesting, just understand, once we declare it, it's ours. But it takes time to bring it forward into our physical world, right? And that's where a lot of people lose the steam, because we love everything instant. But like I said, with any skill, it takes time to really become skillful at anything what we are doing for the first time. And the more we do it, the repetition, everything is going to create the result. So I invite each one of you to stay the course, continue doing what you are doing, and do not attach yourself to how. The how is going to come during everything what you are doing. And when, also, it's not the question to ask. The best question you can ask, what step can I take from where I am with what I have in order to connect closer and continue my manifestation process to create the vision that I desire? Yes, makes sense? Awesome sauce. And just a last question. Why would you recommend somebody to come and join this workshop for the next time, Terry? Why would you recommend somebody?
Oh, because to experience it, it just
Mm-hmm.
like, because you really like were in it. You could feel it. You could see it. The vision. It just was so powerful. That's why
Mm-hmm.
I would recommend it. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I love it, because remember, information does not equal transformation. That's why people are watching the videos for years they are reading the books for years and nothing is happening for them because they are not embodying these principles. And there is the way when we are actually connecting to that energetically, connecting with that on a physical level, in order for this manifestation to be fruitful and to see the results. So yeah, all of these experiences are transformational because during this workshop we were writing, and as we were writing we were inviting, we were doing different exercises, we were embodying that future self into ourselves right now. Awesome, beautiful. Laura, why would you recommend somebody to join this kind of experience next time?
Well, I think if it's for someone that does have a difficult time dreaming or even knowing what actions to start with, it will allow them to have a starting point. You know, because we as you said, we did the exercise, we did it with someone that kind of guided. I loved having the example of closing my eyes and having you read what was going on. And then, so I was just putting myself in there. And what I found is that I eventually was putting in my own vision, in my own dream. It wasn't just what you were saying. So I have a hard time. I tell myself I have a hard time dreaming, which I'm going to shift that. So I think if someone has that, this is a great way to start.
Absolutely. Because remember, we involve our imagination. And imagination is one of the 6 faculties of the mental faculties that once we implemented, because remember when we were kids, we were constantly imagining something, and we were imagining something good. And we were not limiting ourselves with being the actresses, being the famous people, right? And as we were growing older, the adults were saying to us, come back to earth. It's not time to dream. Now it's time to live a real life, right? So we shut down that imagination on the good side, but we continue imagining what can happen bad with us, right? Whether in relationship, with health, with anything, right? So now as we become more conscious, we become more aware, and we say to ourselves, okay, I want to start exercising my imagination to create the reality that I want to bring forward in my life. And that's exactly what we are doing when we are building that vision. Yes, makes sense? Beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you, Laura. Vismaya, why would you recommend somebody to join the workshop next time?
I think you just said it, and it's really to give yourself the ability to play for a couple hours and to get out of that space of I have bills to pay and I have this to do and I have that to do. I mean, because when I came on the call, I had just gotten a call from my mom's best friend that she was in the hospital. And I was like, oh, great, I have to go pick her up, which is not a nice way to say it, but that was like my first reaction. And I'm like, I have this call I have to be on. So I gave myself permission to be here because this is what I needed to do for myself in order to serve other people better. So again, giving ourselves permission to play and to imagine and to explore and to just be with our dreams. I don't think we do that enough as adults. So it was a 2-hour opportunity to do that. And it was great fun. And it's great fun to be guided into those experiences.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate.
If you're somebody who teaches these things or you're always in that place, it's also another way to look at things. So it was very nice.
Thank you. Appreciate you, Vismaya. Awesome sauce. Jillian, why would you recommend somebody to join this workshop, that experience?
Well, I second what everybody else has said so far, but the biggest thing is we hear things and you will resonate with certain things the more and more you hear it, but sometimes it comes from a different perspective from someone else. And the way that you made it laid out, I think it's an experience where it's more simple to absorb versus you probably heard the same thing somewhere else, but now it's like, okay, now I'm able to have actionable steps. I know what I need to do, because so many of us will do trainings and courses and listen to the videos, but we won't implement what we were told.
Mhm.
You made it more of here's 1, 2, 3 of the things that you need to do. So
Mhm. Thank you. Appreciate. Thank you so much. Gurjit, why do you think somebody has to join this experience? I think you're on mute. I don't know if Gurjit can hear us, but again, just wanted to say thank
Yes,
you.
I can.
Yeah.
I have to step out for a little bit, Irina, but I'm
Yes.
back now. So,
Yeah. So my question was, why do you think somebody wants to join this experience?
I think because most people they don't believe that they can have what they truly want. That is the main
Mm-hmm.
thing. They don't think they can have it.
Mm-hmm.
That is, I found in my experience that's the biggest number one block. When then they
Mm-hmm.
don't do anything.
Absolutely. Because when people are frozen with that how is
Yes,
it going to come together? That stops them from even trying, right?
yes,
And the message is we do not have to know how. It's not our job to know how, because all we have to know is what we want, why we want, and the first step to do it, right? And once we know the first step, the second step is going to reveal. And obviously, it's always good to have somebody by your side who is going to show you the path, right? Because again, we can be great at what we are doing, but we are not wired the way that we can see our blind spots. So it's great when somebody is looking at our situation, when somebody is guiding us, when somebody can just show us that shortcut, right? So we are not just throwing spaghetti on the wall and getting upset that nothing is happening, right? So it's always a great thing. Thank you so much. Maria, would you like to share something? Would you like to say, yeah, finally you are on the camera. Would you like to say, I'm super proud of you that you showed up. Would you like to say why somebody wants to join this experience? Was it interesting? Was it fun? You are on mute, I think.
Yes, was fun, especially the when you win the
When I put you in the breakout rooms?
non breakrooms. Yes, also nice. But when we got we win when you put the wheel
Oh yeah, well, the prizes, right?
prizes. Yes.
Yeah. That's great. It's another great reason why you want to come to these things, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
And
Awesome sauce. Well, thank you everybody for coming, and especially coming on this live just to share with everybody, because your experience could be the ticket for somebody else to say yes to themselves. Because I know a lot of times we put ourselves to the last. We say, okay, first I have to take care of this and that, right? But again, life is going on and the circumstances are not going to define us, because we always have something that might not allow us to do what we want. But my invitation for each one of you, I will be having more of these beautiful experiences, because I feel this is a great transformational experience. And for anybody who had come today, I know your life is going to start catapulting just from tonight's. And I can't wait to hear from each one of you, to celebrate with you all your wins and all your beautiful discoveries that you are experiencing on working with the vision and manifesting exactly what you want. And if you're the one to watch this episode, you're not watching it just for as coincidence. The universe has a message for you, and the message is loud and clear. It's time to wake up, and it's time to take the responsibility for your life, because you can have the life that you truly want. It just, the first step is to say yes to yourself and to make a decision to be a part of it. Thank you so much. Love you all.
Irina,
See you
Irina, I
soon.
have a question quickly before
Yes.
we go. The question is that everyone's talking about this 8-8 lion portal.
Lions, yes,
So
yes.
anything specific you would recommend that we could do with our vision on this particular day?
Totally, yeah. Like with vision, you work every day. And by the way, I have the gathering for Lionsgate this Friday. So everybody who wants to join, I'll drop the link. Join me. Yes, this is the powerful time. Again, this is the portal where the veil is very thin between our physical world and the other spiritual world. This is a great time to manifest and again journal your desires and connect with your vision. But remember, Gurjit, as I said to you, vision is something that you would read every day. It's just like think about brushing your teeth, right? Same thing every day. Each time you brush your teeth, remember, I want to work with my vision. I want to connect with my vision until it becomes the autopilot, because the more you stay on that frequency, the more you're going to see how opportunities are just unfolding in front of you. Yes, makes sense? And
Yes.
thanks so much for reminding me about the Lionsgate. Yes, we have the gathering this Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll post the link and I'll see everybody on that event. All right.
Email us, Irina, please email us the link. Thank you.
Yes, I will. I will, love. Okay, thank you so much. Love you all. Happy manifesting.
you.
All the best and see you soon. Bye.
Bye.